Alright, in this tutorial I will be teaching you how you can edit with an app that is known as Inshot. Alright, I already have it on my phone, and so therefore I won't be needing to download it again. So let me indicate the app here. As you can see, the logo and the spelling Inshot. So you can always get it from the Play Store. Once you go to the Play Store, you look for this app and then you download it. Alright, so I'm heading straight to it. Once you get to the app, you can use this video. This is where you are going to click to start the editing. You click on this video to start the editing. If you want to do picture editing, this is where you can do picture editing. It doesn't have much features on picture editing because it's not really meant for photo editing. So this is not the best photo editing app. If you're looking for photo editing, you can look for other photo editing platform to do your editing. So here is mainly for video editing. So we are going to click on this video and then click on new. This plus sign here, you click on new here. So once you click on it, because the last thing I did here was a picture stuff, that's why it's taking me to picture. So you click here to bring it to video, so it will take you to your video files. Alright, so these are my video files. Alright, for the purpose of this video, I will just take any random video that I see here to edit. Alright, I'll be using this video, and also I'll be using another video here. I want to use a video of myself, so I'll be using this video too. As you can see, there's a space here. There's a space here showing that this video does not fit the workspace on Inshot. Alright, you can see there's a space up here and down. This is the upside side and the downside. Alright, so I want to make in a professional video editing, they call it frame rate. Alright, so alright, in professional video editing they call it frame rate. So but in a layman understanding, this is just for you to make the video that you shoot to fit into the editing size. Alright, for you to do that, you are going to click on this first one, which is called Canva. Alright, so many a times when you shoot a video, your the size of your phone screen may differ from the size of this editing platform where you are. So if you have that kind of issue, you want to resize it. When you have the kind of issue, you want to resize it so that it will fit, so that when people are watching it, it won't have this empty space here. So you click on this Canva that I've indicated for you. You click on this Canva. So once you click on it, there are so many options here that you can use. Alright, there are so many options here that you can use depending on what you shoot. But the best thing to do here is to click on fit. Click on fit. So once you click on this fit, it will now suit. Alright, you can see what just happened here. You can now click this sign here. You can click this sign here to mark it. Alright, as you can see, it has fit in now. Then the next thing for you to do is you can remove this now, this Inshot logo here. You can remove it here. Leaving it on your video is not a crime, but then it makes it look unprofessional somehow. so everybody will know the app you use to edit your video. So it's your choice if you decide to leave it. So once I click on this, there's this cancel sign on top of it. It will ask me to what ad to remove that logo. So I'll wait for it. If you have your data on, it will watch any random ad and then come back, but my data is off, but it still removed the logo because it couldn't access my data to watch the video. So it's even preferable because it will save you data. All right, I've removed the logo, and I've also removed the borders, the extension that I have on the video. So I will be taking the tools one by one. Here now we are going to look at the music. All right, so you have a music you want to place, you can now click on it. So there are different options on this on this music. If you want to do a voiceover, you can click this recording here. All right, once you click on it, you can now voice. Sometimes when you are doing a screen record, you may not have a clear sound that you recorded. You might want to do a separate voicing. So the voice notes you did while you are doing the screen recording might not be clear, so you might need to use another voice note to indicate. Or sometimes when you are doing screen record, you made a mistake and you discover that mistake and you want to make some corrections, you understand, so you might just need to do the voice note on the app here. So I don't know if I should demonstrate it. Okay, let's do the demonstration here. This is how it goes. So once it comes up, it can't work because I'm already using my voice screen record here, so it can't work here. I hope you understand it. The reason it can't work is because I'm using this app here, this app that I'm pulling around. This is my screen record app that I'm using to do this tutorial. So this app now is using my voice note, so I can't use voice note here. So when you are doing your editing, you won't be needing this app. You just do the recording and it will work. So aside from that, you can also decide to choose here. You can choose to click here to import an external voice or music that you already have on your phone. You understand? So you can put a background sound underneath. So let's do that. I don't know. So let's look for you can hear the sound here now. If that's what you want to choose, you can click on use. All right, so once you import it, all right, I've done the importation of the sound I want to use. All right, so now you can decide to drag the sound forward or backward. All right, you can decide to drag the sound forward or backward. You can also click on the sound to edit it. There are different kind of editing here that you can do to the sound. You can click on volume. You can click on volume here to reduce the sound. All right, sometimes when you have a voice note and you want to use the sound as a background sound, you will have to reduce it to the barest minimum so that it won't interfere with your speech when you are editing. So except maybe you want to use it as some of these videos that maybe you are dancing and you want to replace the sound, that the original sound that was on the background that you were dancing, it will have quality. So you want to have a different sound, or the same sound, the same music, but you want it to appear louder. So you can just place it on the video using this app, and then leaving the volume the way it is. You might as well increase it. Already it's 100. This is the original volume of the sound. You can increase it to 200. So the app allows you to increase it beyond the normal sound. All right, so you can also click on the video that you are working on to either increase the volume here. So there's other places where you can increase the volume of the original sound. All right, so as you can see here, all the platform you are seeing here is, you can delete, you can split. Let's demonstrate this splitting. Assuming this is the part you want to use on the audio. Once you get to that part, you can click on split. You can click on the split here. Once you click on the split, it will divide the sound. So you can delete the one at the front now, as you can see. So if you delete anything by mistake, you can click here to go back, this arrow back here, to return back. All right, so I'll click it now to return the sound back. And then remember, all the editing stuff are not showing here because you have not clicked on the sound. All the editing tools are not showing because you didn't click on the sound, the music. If I click on it now, it will now bring the editing tools. All right, so let's move. I want to show you something here. I will delete this one up front here. You can see the one indicated, so I will delete it now. Then try another tool. This particular tool is to duplicate. So this duplicate here is for you to duplicate your sound or the music you uploaded. So I'm going to click on it now. Sometimes your video might be too long and the background song you want to use is around 2 minutes or 3 minutes. Meanwhile, the video you want to upload is around 30 minutes, and you want to make that audio or instrument or sound to be as long as the video. So you can use this duplicate here to multiply the song or soundtrack to the length of the video that you are doing. So that is that for this particular one. And then I will also show you how to denoise. Once you have a song that has noise at the background, I want to click on this denoise. Okay, the noise is already on. So as you can see, so if you want to at the beginning of this sound, you want to have a fading. Let me show you. This thing is called fading. That is to when you are starting the audio, you want it to start gradually and then upward. That is fading. Then fade out. You don't want your song to just end like that. You understand? The song or soundtrack you put, you want it to end slowly. All right, so you might cut a sound. Normally every song that you have has this natural way of ending, but if the song you use or sound you use doesn't have it, or maybe you cut it, you are using part of it, it won't have that natural way of ending the song. So you will now need to impute it using this method. All right, I think that's all we have for for this audio editing here. So I'll click the this sign here. So we moved into the next thing. I'll click this here so we can move into the next thing. So this, we are done with that part. All right, this is where we are going to join now. This is called sticker. All right, with sticker you can now input logo in your video. So let me click on this. I just click on it and I will click here. All right, so this is where you can input logo. So once I click here, you see the custom logos that they have. All right, so these logos are not what I need. I have my own logo. Okay, you can see subscribe. So you can always go to YouTube to Google to download any logo that you want. You know, this YouTube logo, WhatsApp logo, Twitter logo. You understand? Now you can put your phone number beside it. All right, so I'll just click one of it. You can see this YouTube logo here, so I'll be using it for this tutorial. So I click on this YouTube logo here. You can see it has appeared. So let me click this sign here. Let me click this sign here, then we'll work on it. So you can now drag, you can hold it at the center and pull it down to where you want it to be. You can resize it. You even have the option of, you can see this pen tool here. You have the option of also editing what's inside. All right, so I don't think I can do that now, but you can always download your own custom logo. You can create it from your system if you know how to create logo with your system. So this is the method for you to import it on your video. Remember, we are using sticker to do that. Then you can see that some part of the logo, once you are moving forward, it won't go beyond where it is. So you hold on to this part and drag it to where you want the logo to stop. All right, you can drag it where you want the logo to stop. All right, so that's that for that. There are other ways you can manipulate the logo, maybe to move around. So we're not going to be treating that on this video. You can see the logo is there. So if you have anything you want to edit on the logo, you go back to the logo section before you can manipulate it, before you can edit it. You know, I'm trying to click on it now, but it's not clicking because I'm not on the logo section. Once I click on the logo section, it will bring it out. This is my logo layer that you are seeing here. Remember, the sound layer is still in existence in this video, but it's not showing here because this is not the sound platform. Because this is not the logo the music platform, you won't be able to edit the music here. What you can always manipulate here is the logo. As you can see now, I can type and edit it. All right, so we are done there. You can also see the different tools you can use here. You know, we've talked about the split. It's also applicable here. All right, so the copy, the duplicate is also available at this logo section, this sticker section rather. So we have our sticker on our video now. So the test, I think this is the simplest one here. So but we'll still address it. All right, so we are in test now. I want to type my business name, Mr. Adventure. All right, so this is the logo, this is the font that is already in existence here. All right, so let me take it to the beginning. I'm moving it to the beginning of the video. All right, so this text and the logo is showing together on this place, on this platform. Alright, so I can edit the logo here. I can also edit the text on same platform. Alright, so you might not like the font that you are using here. You just click on this pen sign at the top, then you click on this A here to change. So once I click there, you can see the different fonts available. These are the different fonts available. Any of the fonts that you click will change the text font. So let's click on this one. You can see what's happening here. You can click different fonts. Alright, so let's stick with this. I think I like this. So I'm also going to click on the pencil tool again, then to edit the color. This is the color, as you can see. So I'll click on this color now to edit the color. Alright, you can see the various colors there. If I click on red, it has edited it to red. Click on yellow. I hope you guys are seeing where I'm clicking. This is where I'm clicking now. Alright, so if I click on black, it turns everything to black. It's not visually appealing when you put it to black. So it depends on your video and your preference. Alright, it has down here other things you can do here. Alright, this is where I went to now. So you can experiment both the up and the downside to see. Alright, it has borders too. This border is the color that surrounds the text. The color that surrounds the text. Alright, so you might decide to put a color that surrounds the text. It's always good to surround your text with a color that will help you to differentiate the text. So it is always good to surround your text with color. It will help you to differentiate the text from the video. Sometimes, let me show you an illustration here. I'll come to text now. Change this color to red. This red, had it been, the text does not have a color border. That is this black color covering the text. It will now blend in with my color red that I'm wearing on my clothes, and this will not even show the text in the first place. So it's always good that you use a color border in order to differentiate the text from any color around the video. Alright, so it's not visually appealing to use this red because red is a dominant color in the video. So I will go back to this thing that I was using before. I was using, I think, yeah, any of this color here is okay. So let's go to this color, or maybe I should use, okay, let's just use any color that brightens up the text, and then let's move on. So we are not done there. Let's go to that border and then finish up what we have there. Yes. So these are the various things that we have there: the opacity, the shadow, the label, the border. Alright, so this is the border. You can change the color around the text using this border, like I explained to you. So you can change it to different color. I just changed it to another color now. As you can see, it's not okay, so use black. So this black is blending well. So we have shadows. This shadow is not really necessary. You can experiment it to see if you would love it. Then you also have opacity. This opacity is to reduce the brightness of the text. I also say it's not necessary, but you might need it someday. So let's check that. Okay, as you can see, the text is getting blurry. You can reduce it and increase it. I don't know why you want to blur your text. I think having it as bright as possible will make a better sense. So we are done with that part. So let me reduce this Mr. Adventure and look for a place suitable to leave it there. So there. Then our subscribe doesn't look good here. So while you are editing, you don't just put things randomly. You look for a place that it will be visually appealing. So you make sure you look for any location where it will be visually appealing, so you don't have things scattered everywhere in your video. Alright, I think we are done with that. I'll click this OK here, and then we are done with test. So far we've treated music, sticker and test. No, we've started from Canva. We've done Canva, music, sticker, test. These are the 4 things we've treated so far. So we'll be going to filters. Alright, filters. So this filters is one of those very important tools in editing. It's very important tool in editing. So I will be using it now to do what we call color grading. Alright, so it will enable us color grade our picture or video. Alright, I've done a color grade on this video already. Let's move forward and see the next video here, if it has a good color. If not, okay, it has a good color, but there are some adjustments I can do. There's a harsh light on my face on this video, so I'll be using this tool to reduce the harsh light and also to give it a good color blending. Alright, so we are clicking on this filter. There's another effect here. I won't advise you to use this effect. This effect will give you a custom filters, which I don't really enjoy. So this is not good for me. So I would rather use this particular one. Alright, so once I click on it, it gives you different stuff. Then you come to adjust. So once you click on this adjust, alright, you experiment. One thing I would ask you to do is you do some experimenting with the colors and brightness and all of that. So I'll be dragging this backward. You can see now it has reduced. Sometimes it feels like it has reduced that color there. Alright, so let's move backward and I'll show you. You can see this video now is perfect now. The harsh color on my face has really gone down and it makes more sense than before. Alright, by just dragging this thing backward, you can see I've done a good job here by reducing the harsh color. You don't always get a perfect video with your phone or camera 100%. So when you come to your editing room, you have a lot of work to do. So when the light is too harsh, you bring the light down. When it's too dark, you can bring it up. Alright, sometimes when you are doing the shooting, you may not notice some of these things. Alright, you may not notice some of these things. You might see them after shooting, and that's something you can do. That is the importance of editing, and that is the importance of that is what makes you a professional. That's what distinguishes you from other editors, random editors. Because you're a professional, you should be able to know some of these things and how they work. Alright, so having done that, contrast will give you similar thing with the lightning. So what you achieve with lightness, you can also get it with contrast. Then warmth, I've done a lot of experimentation with warmth, and I don't like the output of warmth. Alright, so you can also try that. Similar with tint. So there are basic ones that we professionals use that gives us quality results. So the next thing I want to talk about is this saturation. This saturation is very important. So these are most of the popular tools that we use. This saturation gives you a good color on your videos. Alright, so once you take it upward, you can see how the colors are coming up. So once you shoot a video that you did probably outside that has a lot of brightness without color, you can use this saturation to bring that beautiful color in your video. Alright, so it will help you to bring quality colors into your video. Alright, so having shown you that, you make sure you don't put it to the extreme. Some people use it so much that it damages the video. You can always use it moderately to give you what you want. Alright, so, and if you don't want colors, if the videos you are editing has so much color, you can drag it backward to remove the color. You can see now. Alright, or maybe someone has edited the video before, or you did the editing and saw that the quality, the color is very bad. You want to come back to reduce the color, and this is where you can do the reduction of color. Alright, then another thing I make use of personally is this highlight. Alright, this highlight, I make use of this highlight and shadows. So the highlight it works like the lightness and the contrast, but it removes these shadows. Alright, highlight and shadows, it doesn't really give much effect, so you can experiment them to see how they work. Alright, then lastly, on this part, on this filter, remember we are on filter, is this vignette. Alright, so let me show you how it works. It takes some part of your video and make them dark. Alright, so I've not really used it on my video, but I know I could use it anytime. I like that vignette. So I think we are done for filter. Alright, this is where we are in the filter tools. So I click the OK. So these things you are seeing here are tools that are on these custom tools that are on Inshot that you can use to achieve so many things. Alright, so we are done with that. We are done with filter. We are going to use learn PIP now. Alright, PIP. So this PIP gives you an opportunity to lay another video on your existing video. Alright, I'm trying to think of the professional name that it bears, but I can't remember it right now. I'm sorry about that, because you also see it in other editing platform. Alright, so let me look for any video here and add to this my video. So assuming I'm clicking on this, you can see now. So most bloggers and comedians make use of it. I'm trying to start it from the beginning. Alright, so I just dragged the video to the beginning of my video. So here now I can adjust, then bring it here. Alright, so you see some of these comedians, they can have a larger video playing at the top of their video. You can have a larger video playing at the top of their video here. Alright, then they will now put themselves a little lower. So if you want to achieve that, what you will do is to get the larger video, maybe from YouTube or whatever you saw the video, first place it on your InShot. If you click it on your InShot, and you can now use your own voice in the one you made for the explanation of the video to now put at the center using this PIP. All right, using the PIP. So you can see how it was. You can drag it to any part of the video that you want. All right, you can resize it to make it look bigger. I can't click on this PIP here because I'm not on that layer anymore, so I want to delete it. So for me to delete it, I'll just click on PIP, then tap on it, then look for my delete. This is my delete here, and it is gone. All right, so let's proceed with pre-cut. I can't really say because I've not used this pre-cut before, so should we do an experiment on it? All right, I don't think okay, this pre-cut, what I'm seeing here is you want to drag and remove some part of the video, so you can reduce it from here, but I don't think it's necessary because you can always do it from this point here. You can do it from this point here. Since you can do it from here, I don't think it's necessary we use that part to do it. So that's for pre-cut. Then split, I believe you know what to split. We've done that before. So if I click on split, it divides the picture, the video on the timeline. So I'm going back here. All right, then the next thing is delete. You all know what delete is all about. Then background, I don't use background often also, so I don't use background often also. So there are tools that are not too necessary, that are not too important to make use of. So speed is where you can reduce the speed of the video you are working with. All right, you want it to run faster, you want it to speak faster. All right, so you know why you would want to speed up your video or audio. You understand? You know why you want to speed it up, to have any kind of effect. Probably you are talking fast, you want to reduce the speed of the talk, or you want the video to run faster. There are some videos, not all videos that you talk. There are some videos that maybe you made yourself dancing and all of that, or probably you are videoing and you are having an area view of an event and you want it to run faster. You can use this speed to do that. All right, this is crop. This is crop. The next tool to talk about here now is crop. So with this crop now, you can reduce any part of the video. I can click here now to reduce some part of the things that are showing on the video. So once I click on OK now, it removes them and gives me this layer, which I don't really like. So I'll click back to return it. All right, so opacity will work when you have two videos. All right, opacity is to reduce the sharpness of the video. I wouldn't know why you want to reduce the sharpness of this video, so you can experiment it when you have another video on top. All right, okay, maybe I should just do that now. So let's go to our PIP and drop another video on top. Let's experiment it with this. Then where is that opacity? This is where opacity should work, but I can't find it here. So because you want to reduce I can't find it here. So let's not talk about it here. I'm deleting now, and then let's move forward. All right, so opacity, you see what I'm saying? You are blurring. All right, so I don't know why you should blur your video. So this is not necessary at all. Voice effect. The voice effects I have here are not voice effect on Inshot are not good. Alright. Then another thing is to replace. I hope you guys are seeing the different options and tools that I'm talking about. This is replace. You want to replace a video, you want to duplicate, we talked about it. Reverse, you want to reverse, rotate. I click on rotate. Why do we want to rotate your picture? Alright, sometimes you import a picture, it doesn't import a picture or a video, it's not placed accordingly. You can use this rotate to do it. Then flip. You want to flip. Well, that means whatever you're holding at the right hand will appear to be on the left hand. Alright, so you flip it more like a mirror. And that's the next thing is freeze. So I want to unfreeze it. Then we are done with all the tools on Inshot. So with this tutorial, I believe you'll be perfect in anything that has to do with editing on Inshot. Alright, so I will export this video. Export is a professional name when it comes to editing. When you say you want to export, means alright, you want to save the video. So you click on save, and then you find different resolutions. Alright, so this 1080p is what is known as full resolution many years ago, but now we have higher resolutions. We have 2K, we have 3K, we have 4K. So this 1080 is 1K, then 2000 something is 2K, 3000 something is 3K, and 4000 something is 4K. Alright, so will be the one that is mostly appropriate for most phones is 480p. So but you can leave it at 1080p, but it will have a larger size. Alright, it will have a heavy size on your phone. Alright, so if you are doing your editing for to share on social media, to share on Zender and other platforms that has to do with phones and tablets, you can go for a lower resolution. You can either go for 720. You can either go for 720 here. As you can see, it has reduced drastically the megabyte, the size of the video, which will also reduce the memory it will take from your video, from your phone space. All right. So but what I would recommend is for you to go a bit lower. What I want to use is 480, but it's not showing here. 480 is not showing here, so I'll be the one to fix it by myself. So I'm clicking this plus sign here. I'll click on this plus sign here, then I'll manually input 480. All right, so 480p has been inputted already. So it's 103 MB. All right, so you can click on save to save the video. Always make sure you use this 480p. This is the lowest you can use for Android phones and most iPhones. The 480p is the lowest you can use. Anything below this 480p will lose quality in most of the Android devices and iPhone devices. So you make sure you use around 480p or above. Using above will not. It's even best to use above. The only thing is it will take much memory space. So if you have a phone that has a larger space, you understand, it's always good to use the best quality in exporting your video or saving your video. Like I said, exporting is the professional word for saving if you are a professional video editor. So the higher you use, the higher resolution and quality video that you have, output that you have. So but when you are considering your megabyte, your memory space on your phone, you might want to use the lowest possible, which is 480p, and that is what I mostly use. All right, so but it has its downside. I must tell you, if you are to upload on YouTube, use the highest possible, because if you use the lowest video resolution, and once it gets to YouTube removes some of the quality, and when people are downloading it from their own end, it will even get worse. So if you have enough memory, you can use the highest possible. And of course, if you are using the highest possible, it will take you more data to upload on YouTube. So but since you need a quality video that will not look blurry to your users, understand, you can use the highest possible. All right, and for people that are streaming it on YouTube, it will be nice, but mostly people that wants to download it on their phone, that is when it will start losing quality. So if you are using 480p to upload, it will be nice because they are streaming it directly on their phone. But once they don't want to download it, the options it will bring to them will be lower than the resolution you use to upload. So assuming you use 480p to upload, it will now give them around 100 and something or 200 and something to download. And if they download without 200 and something, it will be much more lower on their phone, and it will render the video useless and unwatchable. So if you are going for YouTube videos, it's mostly important to use the highest resolution possible. There are phones that has 4K on their phone. Some of these iPhones and big Samsung phones has 4K, has 3K, has 2K. All right, the one I'm using has the maximum of 1K, which is 1080p. So the higher the resolution, the higher the quality you have. All right, so we are done with that, and that is that for the entirety of editing tools on Inshot. All right, if you are a content creator and you want to also do a screen record of videos on your phone, there is a special app that is you can use for the screen record, and this app will help you to indicate anything you are trying to explain on the video. The name of the app is S Recorder. So with this app, once you click on it, first of all, it doesn't show like this, the way it is showing right now. This thing that is moving around, this logo that is moving right now, is not how it shows normally. So once you click on it, once you click on this place, you understand, and you click on start, it will now pop up this logo here. This logo can help you pause the screen record or use it to indicate what you want to indicate. Now let me show you this. If you click on it, you can click on this and then you drag around with your hand. All right, I will just plug my mouse on it. That's a way you can also connect your mouse to your phone and use it to click on your phone. All right, if you're a content creator and you want to use your mouse to record, this is mouse, your laptop mouse, you want to use it to record on your phone, this thing will help you to click around. All right, it will help you to click around. This thing has the charging port, and it has an opening where you can plug the mouse. Once you plug this mouse on your phone, you can now use it to operate your phone, and this will help you when you are doing screen recording. It will help you to click around. So I will demonstrate that now. All right, as you can see, I've successfully plugged my mouse here. The last video I did was this video. All right, see, my mouse can click on the video and it will start playing. All right, if you're a content creator, so I'm pausing it now. So you can also use your mouse to click around what is happening on your phone. Everything here is clickable. If you drag up, it will be as if you slide up. All right, so I would like to use this to demonstrate something very important to you. So if you're a content creator, and you want to use your mouse to click around what you are teaching online, the mouse can also help you, can be of help. All right. So if you want to do a screen record, like I explained before, this is the app you're going to use for the screen record. And this app here, once you click here, if you're using this app, you may not need this arrow here, because this S recorder gives you the opportunity to indicate whatever you want to explain on your video using this particular tool that I'm clicking on. Let me show you again. So I'll just click on this tool now. I'll click on the tool. The tool will bring something like this for you. So if you click around here, if you drag around with your fingers, you don't need to use the mouse. If you drag around with your fingers, you can indicate what you want to explain on the video. Alright, so most of my videos, this is one thing I use to indicate things on my screen record. So it's a very powerful tool. So once you are done clicking around, you can click on this cancel here to remove that red indication you have done. So I'll do it with my finger. Let me leave the mouse here. I'll not click on it, then drag around. You see, can always drag around. So it's a very helpful tool. All right, welcome back. In this tutorial, I'm going to head straight to CapCut. CapCut is one of those very beautiful software that is used for editing. So once you go to your Play Store, you look for this app known as CapCut. You can see the logo once you download it, and then you can start editing with it. All right, so it's a very powerful one. So let's head straight to it. I will use this latest video that I did now on mouse clicking. Let me add it up here. All right, as you can see, I've successfully plugged my mouse here. All right, okay, let's take the tools one after the other. All right, while I was explaining Inshot, there's this tool that I talked about, PIP, and I told you I can't remember the name that other app calls that PIP. Yeah, that is overlay. All right, so this overlay helps you to place another video on top another video. All right, so we'll be demonstrating that so you can see it. All right, so once you click on edit, it gives you different things that you can work with when you are on edit. All right, let's click back. Here is the audio. The first one is edit, second one audio, test, overlay, effect, ratio, filter. We discuss filters and adjustments. We also discuss stickers, and we discuss Canva. Canva is the first one we did in Inshot. All right, so let me indicate these things here. I can't indicate if this thing is blocking. Okay, let me use the mouse. All right, so I have two options here to use. So this is the Canva. This is the Canva background, blur. All right, we don't need all these things, so let's just go to the first one, which is, once you click on the file, you can edit this particular file. You can increase the speed. We talked about speed. This is animation. It requires you to use your data. All right, so let me put my data on. Let's see. I've not used this tool before. All right, so the split, we've discussed about split. All right, let's start with split, then we can talk about the animation. This is the split. It helps you to break the video on the timeline into two. That is to say, if you have a video that you're working on and you've gotten to a point where you want to divide that particular video, probably you started a voicing or a video, and at some point you didn't like what you said in that first clip, you want to remove the other part or the first part where you started and then replace it with another part of the video, you can always split it and delete. So if you click on this particular one, you can now look for delete. This is your delete. Remember, I always told you that anything you want to work on, you will click on that particular videos before you can do anything on it. So I just click on it. It's no longer clicked now. If I click now, it will show delete, speed, and every other thing there. So that is for split. So if you go to speed, you go to normal, all right, you can speed it up ×2, you can speed it to ×5. all right. This CapCut looks a bit complex. That is why now I barely use it, but it has a lot of professional features. There are so many features in this particular editing that is not on Inshot that we discuss. All right, so anything that you want to do, you can also consult your YouTube to get special information, because there are so many things you can do here. This CapCut can do almost similar work with PC softwares. So if you see any effect that you like and you want to learn how to do it, you can consult your YouTube, type the name of the effect, and then put CapCut. All right, that is that for speed. I just put on my data, so experiment this animation. It's something I've never done before. Let's see what it will bring. Oh wow, all right. So we are going to use it for the short clip at the front of this place. So let's use it here. So you see, it's a way of bringing. Let's play and see what it's going to do. You see how it has made the video look unique. All right, that's very nice. That's very nice. Okay, I do see these things a lot on some of these TikTokers videos where this kind of effect takes place. All right, so once you become a video editor, you need to experiment a lot of things. You need to be creative. Don't stick with what I teach you. You need to move around to check some other things that you can do there on the software you are making use of. Let's stick with the ones. It's actually complex, that's why I don't make use of it that much. It's a bit more complex than but I use it for some special effect, especially when I want to turn my voice to text. All right, there are some videos that you might want to convert your voice to text. If you are typing it one by one, it will be very difficult for you. Some of the tools here, I've explained them in Inshot, so maybe I should just head straight to that part, because if I click on audio here, it's the same format of adding audio in Inshot that we can also use here. Let's try that. So you are adding sound. So this is the custom sound from their own, all right, from this software. So this is their own custom songs. You can click. So but if you have your song in your phone already, you can just go to this folder. All right, from my device, you can see my song has opened here. So let me move up. You can see these are my songs. So once you click on plus here, let me shift this one side. You can see the song has appeared below. All right, it has appeared below the editing. All right, you can see how beautiful it is. It has appeared below the editing. So that is how to upload your sound. All right, then here the recording is also separate. So once you click on it, you do your voice recording just like I taught you in Inshot. So there's no need repeating it over here. So then overlay. I remember I told you overlay has to do with placing another video on top of your video. So let's try that now. You can see it has brought this video here. It has brought this video here on top of this video. Now I'm resizing it. Alright, I've resized it. So that is that for that. So basically, if you know how to do some of these things, it won't be difficult for you to use any other editing app. Just know the name. Some of them have a different name. Alright, but here you can see speed is speed, split is split, volume is volume. Alright, so that is under overlay. So we are moving backward. Ratio has to do with the size of the frame. Remember we did that, and it's on feet. Like I told you when we are editing for InShot, we saw some of these options there, but we click on feet. All right, so already when I started this project, it was already on feet. That was why we didn't need to resize it. But if you come here and your video is not fitting to the frame rate of your editing platform, know that when you export it or when you save it on your phone, it will still show those space. So for you to be able to make it fit in, you can click on ratio here and get it done. All right, so let's do this here. This is filter. This is custom filters. I told you I don't normally use custom filters. I like to click on adjust, similar with that of InShot. Once I click on adjust, it will give you different. All right, in InShot we explain brightness. We also told you that contrast is similar thing with brightness. Then I always use saturation as well, and highlight and shadows. I explain them too. You understand? So you can also experiment all these things to see. So once you click on any of them, you can drag up and see the effect it gives to you. All right, this one is sharpening the image in case you have a blurry image. All right, so let me show you what this thing is doing right now. Let's go to our overlay and bring that picture, make it look bigger. Let's go to our overlay. This is overlay, so we can drag this up. I saw that this thing was able to sharpen this image very well. So we are going back to filters. Let's go back to filters. So this is the major tools. All right, so once you click on any particular one, it will now open that particular tools, you understand, for you to make use of. So we'll go to filter, we go to adjust, then we'll go to sharpen. So I saw that this sharpen did a good job here. Can you see? Let's play it. All right, I'm not able to play it here. I see, yes, you can see how it is sharpening my skin tone, my skin texture. You see, so if that picture is not the video you import is not that quality, you can use this to do it. So, and it saves them as different layer. All right, this is the adjust layer. You can drag it to increase where it will show on the video. All right, you can click on it to delete. You can click and delete it. Very simple. All right, so let's go back. So the reason this thing is showing this way is because we are in filter options. I clicked on filter and it's showing me this. So you need to go back. All right, once you go back to the original tools. All right, so once you click on overlay, it will open you to overlay. You can see add overlay to open you to overlay options. So you need to go back, all right, to get other things that you want. Remember I told you sticker is to upload logo. So these are their own logo here, their own logo. If you have your own logo, you can click on this picture part here, then you get your own logo from your phone. All right, we've talked about that. So one of those very important, I need to reduce this thing again. Let me do that by going back, then going to overlay, and then this is the video on overlay. I'm bringing it back down. All right, so I now go back again to the major platform. That is the first ever platform where you can get the major tools. All right, so let's head to that test. Let's head to that test. All right, this is our test. If you want to add caption, if you want to convert your voice, I know you've watched some of these videos where as the videos are speaking, the tests are popping up. If you click on test, I don't think you can do that with Inshot, but you can do it with CapCut here. If you click on test, you click on auto caption, it will automatically look for any voice that is in that audio, and then extract the voices and use them and place them on the top of your screen. You can now edit the voice. All right, so let's do that. So make sure that the voice, you have not added a soundtrack on the screen record. All right, if you are an inspirational speaker and you did a video of yourself talking, you know you need a background voice, you need a background soundtrack, to put on the video. Make sure you don't put that soundtrack first before going for the caption. You will first do the automatic voice that appears on the video first before you now put the soundtrack, because if you put the soundtrack first and you want to now go for this automatic voice display, it will be difficult for you to achieve that, because the system will find it difficult to extract that sound, because it has another sound embedded in it, so it will be difficult for you to extract that sound. All right, so most times I use Inshot to start my editing. All right, I remove all the unwanted videos that I want, pull all the videos together, color grade it, and then export the video. Then I now bring it to CapCut. Once I bring it to CapCut, I will now do this auto voice to test, and then I can edit it on. I can take it once it appears on my CapCut. I will also do the editing on my CapCut, then save. If there's any other thing that I feel like going to do on Inshot, I'll go back to Inshot and do it. All right, so this is how I work with the two apps. I majorly do my editing with my Inshot. Everything I need for my primary editing is on Inshot, and as you can see, Inshot is not as complex as CapCut. So I prefer using something that is very simple. All right, I prefer using something that is very simple. So majorly I use CapCut for turning my voice to test, so that it will pop up on the screen and people can see what I'm doing. So far I've been trying to convert the voice on the audio of that video to sound, and to test rather, and see how it will be on this. As you can see, it is also showing me invalid clips, creating captions. You understand, some of those invalid sounds will not show. All right, so it takes quite some time to appear. So I might just need to pause this video. Once it is done, I will show you how it works. Okay, before I go, finally, let's export. All right, this is where you can export here. I need to indicate it. Let's export our video. You export here. This refuse to click. Okay, this is, if you click this arrow here, you'll be able to export your video. All right, so let's do that. Already you can see the resolution is on 720p. I remember I told you that the least you can use for your phone exporting or saving is usually 480. Then there are options of, let's see the options that they have. You see here you have 480 as the lowest on their platform. This is 480. So if you drag it back, you get to that 480. All right, you can go higher to 1080p. all right, so the more you are dragging, the more you are going upward, the higher the megabyte, like I told you. All right, so you can see the megabytes of this one is 2631 MB. That is 2.6 gig. All right, so let's go back and see what we're going to have now. We now have 526 MB. You can see that it has reduced. I will recommend you leave other things the way they are here. So once you've selected that, you go back to your exporting here. So I'm clicking on it. You can see now it's exporting the videos. So you now wait for it to go to 100%. all right, so once you do that, it will now be stored on your phone. So I will just end it. I don't want to export the video on my phone. So I will say thank you for watching. If there's any other thing I need to teach, that will come in my subsequent videos. Take care and God bless you.